Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Bloodsport 3, 1996. The same year as Bloodsport 2, the next commodity. I keep saying it wrong. Kumatai. There, I said it. So I watched this just now, and I got cut off abruptly. I think I didn't catch the ending, but it's got a similar structure. It's got Alex Cardo. This time he's telling the story to his son. I don't know who he ended up marrying, but I missed the end. But it gets a lower 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb. It's not nearly as good as the first two. I'll give it 2 out of 4 stars. This one's a real stinker in terms of kickboxing films. I think the only film that I dislike more than this, the only kickboxer film that I dislike more than this is American Kickboxer, also known as American Kickboxer 1. The fight scenes seem kind of not good. In fact, it looks more like a wrestling match to me. These sleeper holds and suplexes. I know this stuff because I used to watch big time wrestling back in the 80s when I was super bored during the summertime. And yeah, it's not as good. It starts out, first 10 minutes are pretty decent, I would say. Thinking, oh, this is a continuation of Bloodsport 2, okay. So Alex Cardo moves from Thailand to India, and the Kumatati is being run by the Indiana Jones guy, some mobster. So he's gambling at the roulette table. He's winning some money, and then why does my phone keep telling me data usage warning? What am I supposed to do with this? Anyways, so Daniel Bernhardt is back as Alex Cardo. He's gambling at the roulette tables, winning some money. Some ninjas show up and they steal some diamonds. He beats the crap out of most of them. Again, every 5 seconds I get a data usage warning. Anyway, getting back to the movie, after he beats half of the ninjas and the other half steal the diamonds, which belong to the mobster played by John Rhys-Davies, who was in Indiana Jones. I think he was in a canon film that I've seen recently with Richard Chamberlain and Sharon Stone. It's the Alan Quartermain movie. I think he was in it. Anyway, so we don't get to see much of James Hong or Pat Morita. In fact, they kill off James Hong. So naturally, Alex Cardo, aka Daniel Bernhardt, gets the diamonds back as a favor to the casino owner because he doesn't want to die at the hands of this mobster guy, the Indiana Jones dude, John Rhys-Davies, who goes by the name of Jacques Duvalier. Kind of an interesting name. This one. There's a really good-looking Korean woman in this one, and she actually gets naked off camera, which was a major bummer. And Alex Cardo covers her up with a towel, which is another major bummer. So you don't get to see anything, but and she was extremely attractive in this. If they had given her more scenes, I would have enjoyed this more, I think. But anyways, so the gangster got his diamonds back. He invites Alex Cardo over for dinner. His daughter's, the redhead, is flirting with him. She's a terrible singer, by the way. I think the highlight of the movie was listening to her annoying voice. It was like some kind of surreal noise come from her mouth. It's one of those so bad that it's good type moments in the film, which are few and far between, I might add. Data usage warning. I wish I could shut off this notification somehow. Anyways, so after Alex Cardo refuses to fight in the comité, after the gangster invites him because he's running the show, he proceeds to kill James Hong. Then he brings the beast to destroy this fighter in his backyard, and the beast is the number one contender in the comité. So Alex Cardo goes to Pat Morita, who tells him to check out James Hong, Master Sun's brother, who lives up in the mountains somewhere in Hong Kong. And so James Hong, Master Sun's brother, teaches him all these tricks, like how to catch an arrow. There were a couple tricks in the second movie. How to move water with your hand, how to blow out a candle with your fist. In this one, there are like 4 or 5 of them. He catches an arrow with his hand. He starts dancing with the cobra. And what else? While he's telling this story to his son at the campfire, he's able to damage this punching bag just by showing his hand. Because this is part of the Iron Fist. I don't know. And he's able to start a fire just by showing his hand. So there are 4 magic tricks that Alex Cardo is able to do in this one. It takes place in India. The last movie took place in Thailand. I think I mentioned India, that he moved there, but anyways. So the gangster dude, Indiana Jones, Alan Quartermain guy, he puts all his money on the Beast. And he doesn't want Alex Cardo in the Comité anymore. But Alex Cardo wants to compete so that he can make the gangster guy lose all his money. Sort of a revenge thing for killing James Hong. Because the gangster guy is putting all his money on the Beast, basically. Which is kind of foolish, but he then tells his goons to guard all the doors, but Alex Cardo still sneaks in with his monk thing. It's weird because I just saw the Thirsty Dead. He's got the same kind of hooded thing going. And so the Comité starts. Everybody wants Alex Cardo to fight, so he just jumps in there and starts beating everybody. Same thing with the Beast. And the final showdown with the Beast and Alex Cardo goes down, and you can pretty much guess the ending. It's pretty similar to the first two movies, I think. But I mean, it's got the same structure, the same kind of themes, but it just looked like a wrestling match to me. It wasn't very believable. Not as intriguing without, with Pat Morita and James Hong making cameo appearances, essentially. 5-minute scenes, pretty much. And this one went straight to video, by the way, as opposed to the last one, which got a limited theatrical release. Now, I was looking at Bloodsport 4, which also has Daniel Bernhardt, but he doesn't play Alex Cardo. And it gets a very low 3.0 out of 10 on IMDb. Not too many people have heard about it, so I'm kind of tempted to watch it, but I probably won't see it for another 3 years, seeing it's number 473 on my Netflix queue. Anyways, I want to watch There Goes the Neighborhood. We'll see how that goes. I started watching like the first 5 minutes, and it didn't look very good, but I'll give it a shot, and I'll tell you what I think later.